Please?
Look, we don't serve unescorted ladies at the bar.
I need to talk to Mr. Henry. It's important, please.
Okay.
Hello, baby.
Say, that's not very friendly.
Don't go thinking I'm a wolf. You sweet. I know you.
Yeah, sir.
That pretty little face is very familiar. It's Betty. No. Mary.
Just leave me alone, will you?
Now, wait a minute. Honest, I know you. I just can't place you.
We got a rule here. No unescorted ladies. I run a high-class place.
I need to talk to you.
Well, make it fast. I'm a busy man.
Could we? Has he been here yet, Lou?
Has who been here?
You know who I mean, Dan.
You'll be seeing him soon enough. If I know Danny, he'll be looking you up pretty quick.
Do you think he'll give me a chance to explain?
Danny spent 5 years in stir. He's had a lot of time to think. He don't need explanations. His mind's made up.
But he was in prison when it happened.
Danny's got friends. They told him about it. I'm surprised to see you still in town, kid. That's not very smart.
Wouldn't help if I ran off. He'd just follow me, that's all. My only chance is to try and talk to him, to make him understand what happened.
What's to understand? Danny takes the rap to save his kid brother, and while he's locked up, you talk the kid into pulling another job.
Richie wanted to pull that job. I helped, but he wanted to.
Yeah, who squealed to the cops when the caper backfired, huh? Who put the blame on Richie? Who told the cops where Richie's hideout was?
I broke down when they questioned me. That's all. It could happen to anybody. I didn't know Richie'd try and shoot his way out. I didn't know they'd have to kill him.
They didn't kill him, baby. You did.
Lou, get to Dan for me, will you? Talk to him.
I got work to do.
Tim, I've got to talk to you.
Well, of course, Lois. Of course. What about tomorrow in the morning?
Now.
Well, I'm afraid that's impossible. I have an important business meeting.
Now, Tim. Expecting a guest.
Yes, I am.
She pretty?
No, Lois. It's a man. I am coming over for a business meeting. You always jump to conclusions, don't you, Lois?
Why haven't you called me, Tim?
I've been very busy.
For 2 months? Why haven't you answered my calls?
Oh, baby.
Baby, I didn't come here for that. I haven't come to see you because I thought maybe you'd come and see me. But I'm too scared to care about that now.
Scared?
Tim, Dan Burrell was released from prison. He's back in town.
Oh, I see.
Do you? Do you know what that means, Tim? Richie Burrell was everything to Dan. Dan even went to prison to save him. And now that Richie's dead...
Don't you think you're being a little too dramatic about this thing, darling?
Dramatic? Don't you know what he'll do to me? Oh, Tim, I'm so scared.
Easy now. Look, I have a fine idea. Suppose you leave town. I'll give you the money and you can go back to that little town you came from, Springfield.
Happens to be Cambridge.
Oh, of course. Look, you can go back there and I'll keep sending you money.
Will you come with me?
Now, Lois, I can't do that.
I know you're busy.
Maybe I could join you later. Sure, maybe in a couple of days. Maybe.
You don't really mean it, Tim. You're just saying it to get rid of me.
Darling, please don't be this way.
Just a thing to give a man at a business meeting.
I only said that because you always get so jealous and make such scenes.
Tim, why do you suppose I talked Richie into pulling that robbery? So I can get half the money, so I can dress well to please you. You always liked me when you thought I had money, didn't you?
Please.
Tim, I did it all for you and you don't even care.
But I do. Like I told you. I've been busy lately. A couple of big deals.
Is she wealthy? Goodbye, Tim.
Don't you want the money?
What's the use? Why run when you haven't anywhere to go? Hello? It's not locked. Welcome back to town, Dan. Guy can get burned that way.
You're full of jokes, huh?
Oh, Dan, no more jokes.
You're not even scared. You should be. How do you think Richie felt with the cop's bullet in him? You ever wonder about that?
I wondered.
You're gonna find out.
Look, Dan, get it over with. Don't make any speeches.
Go on. Beg. Get on your knees and beg.
I don't care what's going to happen. I have nothing to live for.
Don't give me this routine you've got nothing to live for. Less than 2 hours ago, you were pleading with Lou Henry to talk to me.
Lou convinced me no one was going to help me, and then I saw Tim.
All right, so you saw Tim. So what?
So I've lost him too.
How long have you lived in this dump?
About 3 months.
Answer me another question. When you told the cops where Richie was hiding out, did you think of his wife? Did you think of his kid? You knew Joan. You've seen their kid. Answer me!
I only thought about Tim. Look, Dan, earlier I thought I could talk to you, make excuses. But it's no good. Richie's dead, and you want the person who's responsible, and that's me any way you look at it.
For the last year, all I could dream about was getting out and finding you. But I never figured it'd be like this. This is like doing you a favor.
Maybe it is. But if I wasn't sure you'd do it for me, I probably would have to go find a nice high bridge somewhere.
I don't like it. If you were scared, if you pleaded with me, it'd be easy. This way? What did you do before you got mixed up with that crowd downtown?
I used to design dresses.
Make any money at it?
A little, I was pretty good.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you did feel bad about the way Richie got it. I've got some dough. For the next few years while I'm on parole, I've got to find a way of going legit. I want to go into business. An honest business. So look good for me when the cops look in on me. So maybe you can help me. See, all my friends are mixed up in the rackets one way or another. But you're out of it. Maybe you can help me.
I don't understand.
Maybe you will one day. If I put up the dough, if I back it, you think you could run a dress shop and make it pay?
What?
You heard me. I need a way of going into legitimate business, and you can give it to me. I'll put up the money, you run the shop, and we'll be partners. What do you say?
I don't know what to say.
Just say it's a deal. I'll drop by in the morning and we'll work out the details. Sleep tight.
Fine. Let's display this one in the window for the opening, Mary.
All right.
And this one and the other one I told you about.
Be glad to.
Yes, Mary, that's fine, dear.
Miss Lois, I need more space for the sewing machines. In the room I have, I will not be able to put all the people to make alterations.
Look, Hilda, I told you I would get you more room later on. Now, please don't bother me with that again. Please. Oh, hello, Dan. You finally come to see what I'm doing with your money.
Our money.
Well, what do you think of it?
That beats me just as long as you're satisfied with it.
I am, Dan, I am. I'm still in a daze.
Hey, you've been working hard.
Never felt better in my life.
Fine. That means you'll do a good job. That's all I care about.
I just hope the opening is a success, that's all.
Why wouldn't it be?
It would help if we could advertise a little.
Why can't we?
Money is practically all gone, all that you gave me.
What do it take?
5,000, 3,000 might do.
5,000? I'll get it.
Dan, how can I ever thank you?
I just want you to be happy.
I will be if people come to the opening.
People will come to the opening. Lois, I like it. Lou Henry around?
Mr. Henry?
You've been pretty scarce for a while, Dan.
Yeah, I've been catching up on my reading.
I've been hearing some funny stories, Danny.
Yeah?
Yeah, about you and Williams.
We're in business together, Lou.
That's what I heard. Danny, you know whatever you do, I say. Okay, Danny's a smart boy, but you're making a lot of enemies.
Like whom, for instance?
Like all of your kid brother's old pals. They all said, wait till Dan gets out of stir. He'll even the score for Richie. Then you get out and go into business with the dame.
So a couple of two-bit punks don't approve. Big deal.
Making me feel real sad.
Lou, I want a loan.
Sure, Danny. How much?
5,000.
Is it for that business of yours?
What do you care what it's for? You know you'll get it back.
Just curious, Danny. Just curious, that's all. Anything you do, I say, okay. I'll get the dough for you.
Give me a whiskey.
Hey there, Shorty.
How are you?
Hear you're selling petticoats now, Dan.
You hear a lot of funny stories, don't you?
Should have been at Richie's funeral. Real sad. Richie's wife was all broken up.
Get lost, Shorty.
I was there. All of Richie's pals were there. Only Lois Williams wasn't there. I was a pal of Richie's. Figured you were even a better pal, his own brother. Figured when you got out, you'd even the score. He always looked up to you, said what a great guy you were. Well, in my book. You're a louse, taken up with the dame that got him killed.
Why, you no good. Go wash your face.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dan, where have you been hiding?
No place.
Oh, it's wonderful. Everybody's wonderful. How can I ever thank you?
I just want you to be happy. That's all.
Doing my best. How about you? Are you happy?
Just being near you, seeing the way you are now, that's good enough for me.
Dan, you know how grateful I am to you for everything.
Lois, I don't want your gratitude.
I find it tough to say what I feel. It used to be easy for me to talk. I'd just lie. Get anything I wanted that way. Get out of any difficult situation just by telling a few lies. But I can't seem to do that anymore. Especially to you.
I wouldn't want you to.
The terrible thing about being truthful is I have to hurt you, Dan. You're the one person in the whole world I don't want to hurt, but there's only one guy for me.
Still suffering the same old torture, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I wish I could forget him. I wish it were different. I can't forget him.
He lives over at Carlton Arms, I hear. I think I'll have a talk with him.
Dan, you're not going to hurt him.
Don't worry. I'll fix everything. I'll do everything you'd want me to. Room 412, please.
Hello?
Hello, Grady. This is Dan Burrell.
Oh,
I'm in the lobby. I'm coming up.
Dan, it's 3 a.m.
I won't take much of your time.
Hello, Dan. Hello. Come in. Come in. Have a cigarette. Sit down, Dan. Sit down.
No, you sit. I want to talk. Lois Williams is quite a girl.
Yeah, she sure is. Look, Dan, if this is about your brother, I didn't know anything about that. I didn't even know him.
Relax. Lois says that you're pretty much the only man she can feel anything for. How'd you feel about her?
I liked her. I liked her very much.
She still loves you.
You know how it is.
Look, Grady, let's talk straight. Lois and I have been partners. You're the only man that she can feel anything for. So I'm pulling out of the partnership tomorrow. It means Lois will be alone.
I don't know what I can do about it. I understand. I'd like to help.
Yeah, and you will. I'd like to see Lois married. A woman with a $50,000 business needs a little help.
Yeah?
Why don't you call her?
You think so?
Right now. Skylar 48599.
Sure, if you think so.
Skylar 485
what to say. It's been so long.
Say you want to marry her.
Lois? Hello, baby. Recognize the old voice, eh? Dan Varela is just here. Suggested that I call you. That's right.
We're taking a holiday off with full pay. You all have the day off.
Lois, that's really sweet of you.
Go on, what are you waiting for? Go have fun.
Congratulations, Miss Williams.
Thank you.
I'm so glad for you, dear.
Thank you. Go on. Go on, go have fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you, dear.
What's going on?
I've just declared a national holiday, Dan. Band should be playing, flag should be waving. Everyone should have a holiday. Life is wonderful, Dan.
You're feeling good.
You don't know how good. Tim was here this morning. He asked me to marry him. He said you wanted it that way too.
I want you to be happy.
Oh, I am happy, Dan. I just don't know how to thank you. You've been so wonderful to me.
Forget it. They say people are nice because it makes them feel good. I feel good, Lois. Real good.
After Tim asked me to marry him, I couldn't help thinking back. That night in my hotel room. Remember the night you got out of jail?
I remember.
I had nothing to live for. I didn't care. I almost wanted you to kill me.
I know. And I said I wouldn't because it would be almost like doing you a favor. Tell me, Lois, are you really happy now? Happier than you've ever been?
Oh, yes. I'm the happiest woman in the whole world, Dan. I owe you more than I ever could repay.
Yeah, everything to live for. Just like Richie.
Ah, isn't it lovely? All my fellow